Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, it looks like we're streaming. Hi, I'm Wunderfish. I have been doing this improvisational electronic music jam type thing daily, and I call it the Wunderfish Show. And today I thought I would just try something different and just kind of show you what I do in my DAW. You see it up here, it's Ableton Live. I'm on 12.1.1. And yeah, I don't think I'm gonna talk a lot, but I'm just gonna go through my process and how I create some of the sounds to do those shows. Every day I like to at least spend 15 to 20 minutes loading up some new sounds and doing some sound design, but I don't know how long it's going to take today, and I just thought I would try it. So if you have any questions, please put them in the chat, and I will try and answer as best as I can. So thanks for coming. I'm going to go through each one of my tracks and each one of the effects that I'll be using in this upcoming show, which will happen probably after I eat lunch and log off of this stream. So here we go. First, I'm gonna be at my, what I call the hunter's track, which are my drums. So just so you kind of know how I have been organizing my tracks recently, I am very influenced by Peter and the Wolf. This is the record here. As a kid, I had memorized this whole record, and I found that it's kind of a good way to separate my sounds. So the hunters are the drums, the grandpa with the old bassoon is the bass and the drones, Sonia the duck are my pads, Peter is the lead polyphonically, the wolf is mainly my acid lines, kind of the evil stabbing wolf. And Sasha is kind of the bells and higher notes and the twinkles and the sparkles. And the narrator is actually what you see on screen as my voice. So it'll be my voice. It can also be like the radio. I have the radio plug-in on this track.
We'll rise again. We'll wipe you and your kind off the map, we will.
Perhaps. All I know is...
That's actually a good sample. So I'm going to start with this sample. I'm just going to gather a bunch from this old-time radio and see what comes of it.
Somebody's got to be the boss. The stronger the boss, the less trouble there is.
And you're the kind of man we die for.
No, thank you. I do my own dying.
Listen, you've got to let me go.
Oh, now that spoils it.
But...
I thought this was a friendly talk we were having.
Him, your leader. He said it, and you're saying it. We are common people, us. Why should we harm each other over a parcel of trick ideas while the men whose ideas they are far off and safe?
Well, I won't be tricked, girl.
If you don't let me escape, it's the same as if you yourself executed
Well,
me.
I may have to do the actual job anyways.
On this floor, third door down.
We'll rise again. We'll wipe you and your kind off the map, we will.
Perhaps. All I know is somebody's got to be the boss. The stronger the boss, the less trouble there is.
And you're the kind of man we die for.
No, thank you. I do my own dying.
Listen, you've got to let me go.
Oh, now that spoils it.
But...
I thought this was a friendly talk we were having.
Him, your leader.
Testing 1, 2, and I call it the sounds and that I'll be using in this. How I have been organizing my tracks with the bass and the higher notes and the.
We'll rise again. We'll wipe you and your kind off the map.
I'm just warping that sample. And screen as radio. I have.
Wipe you and your. We'll rise again. We'll wipe you and your kind off the map. We'll rise again. We'll wipe you and your kind off the map. We'll rise again. We'll wipe you and your kind off the map. We'll rise again. We'll wipe you and your kind off the map. We'll rise again. We'll wipe you and your kind off the map. We'll rise again.
Hey, Cartel of One. Great. I'm glad that you enjoy this. This is just something brand new I'm testing out. So if it works out and you enjoy it, I'll do it more often. But these are the sounds that I'm going to use for today's show. So I'm just starting off with this radio sample that I found on the radio plugin. We'll wipe you and your off the. We'll wipe you and your kind off the map. Yeah, so, okay, that's highly affected. Yeah, I source a lot of my samples from this program called Radio from Plugin Boutique. They have, I think, I don't want to say tens of thousands, but they have at least thousands of different radio stations. And this is sort of what it looks like. So I'm going to just open up. So here's the radio directory. I don't know if you can see that, but as you can see, they've just got tons. These are all categorized by types, I guess. And like, so for example, this is New Zealand radio. I don't want to really put this on because I think I would get a copyright ding if something came up that was copyrighted. But As you can see, they've got all kinds of things. And so I like these old radio shows because they are mostly past their copyright. And of course, mangle them around. And what I like to do also is just during the show, I would just kind of just turn it on randomly and
I park my...
and see if there's you know, it's just kind of going with the flow. So sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But I think I found a good one today. This is the one we're
We'll
going to
rise
use.
again. We'll wipe you and your kind off the map. We'll rise again. We'll wipe you and your kind off the map. We'll rise again. We'll wipe you and your kind off the map.
Okay, so I'm going to now edit my delay. So I think today I'm going to use a tape delay. I'll use the Arturia delay tape 201.
We'll rise again. We'll wipe you and your kind off the map.
I'm going to start off with a preset and then tweak from there. And then what I do is I put since this is on a return track, I put the dry wet at 100 and then I lock it. A lot of plugins will allow you to lock that. So if you have a return track, then you want it to be at 100% wet. Okay, let's see what this would sound like. Okay, let's do this. This one's vocal easy width. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Okay, let's work with this one. All right. I'm going to up the intensity, reverb, volume. I don't need that much because I'm going to add a different reverb. And then let's change this up a little bit. 1/8 and 1/2. Let's widen this, and let's also take down the bass. Up the treble. There we go. Test, test, test. 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 Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, we won't sync them. So this is what it would sound like on the radio.
We'll rise again. We'll wipe you and your kind off the map. Wipe you and your kind off the map. Wipe you and your kind off the map. Wipe you and your kind off the map.
Okay, let me try something else. Let's mess around with the drum sounds. I'm gonna use the Syntact and the TR-8S. Uh-oh, I think this delay is really messing up my timing here. Who knows? I might have to restart later on, but let's do some sound design. See my latency when I press anything? It's like half a second. And I am on I just have to change. Just have to reset it. Okay, I'm gonna open up this syntax. I'm using the Overbridge plugin, so I could just do everything on the screen. So this is my analog kick. Since I'm still learning this, I think I'm gonna just put on some sounds that I like, or sounds that sound interesting. That's nice. Okay. This one's also a kick, but I'm gonna maybe make this a blomp. Let's see. Nice bells. Okay, I'm going to maybe change the sound a little. Oh, this is modulation. I'm going to record some automation on this too. Snare. Let's find a good snare. Yeah, let's use that. Okay, let's use that clap. I think that hi-hat is fine. I usually like using the hi-hat on the TR-8S anyway. And I'm gonna turn, this is an analog, track 12 on the Syntacta is an analog, mostly metallic type sound. So I'm gonna maybe find a percussive element that's not really a cymbal-like. This is called Broken Cowbell. Can actually use that as a snare. All right, so we got the drum kit there. Let's go to TR-8S. I'm a sucker for the 909 hi-hat. Okay, that's good for a starting point. I love the TR-8S because it's very tweakable in a live setting. So this kit will definitely change throughout a regular set. All right, let's get to the grandpa, the bass. I'll also turn down this echo. But it's kind of going on its own now. Okay, the bass. I'm just going to go ahead and play. This is also on the Syntac. This is on a digital track. I just have a sequence going. It's kind of a random sequence, but just to get an idea what it'll sound like. This isn't necessarily a bass, but I like this percussive element, so I think I'm going to keep this. And I've got several sounds here. And this right here is the Pro 1 over here, so I'm going to make sure, first of all, that I'm in key, and second of all, maybe make a bass sound. C. Does that sound right to you? Yeah, it's close enough. Alright, I'm gonna use pigments for my pads. This is the Sonia the Duck track. Again, I'm going to start off with a preset and then we will tweak. I wonder if here we should try an arpeggiator, but we'll see. Now, this is definitely my pads track, so let's find something. That's kind of nice. Restart some, right, to see if I can. I'm gonna also add some reverb to this. In fact, why don't we just use the return track for that? Now I'm gonna mess around with the reverb. If you can see this is the list of some of the plugins that I have. Alright, let's use the black hole plugin. One thing about this plugin here, and it's the same with the Eventide H9, is that you can't, as far as I know, lock the dry wet mix to 100, so it's kind of a pain. But I think I'll probably gain some CPU if I delete this audio effects rack that I have here. Okay, let's look. That's nice. Okay. Okay. So I think we got our pads. Next up is Peter, which is usually the lead. And I have this hardwired to the OP1 and to a digital track on the Syntac. I also have it by default wired to the Oberheim Matrix 1000 over here off camera. And so yeah, let's find a preset on the Matrix 1000. Unfortunately, you can't do any tweaks to these presets. They're hardwired into the rack mount, but they all sound really great, I think. I have one voice that is wonky, but I don't think most people can hear it. I actually didn't hear it originally when I bought it secondhand. And I printed out the original preset sheet. There's, as the name suggests, the Matrix 1000, there are 1000 presets. So I'm just going to kind of go through here and find one. Again, this is the Peter track, Peter in pink. And I want to find something that's kind of a good lead, but also polyphonic. Here's where you hear the dead voice. Do you hear how lush this is? And that one, but this one has a voice missing. I think it depends on where it is in the cycle of the oscillator that it's using, but adds character, I guess. I'm going to keep it at that. I love the sound. This one is 333, called Nautilus. Okay, just to make things interesting, I'm going to just put a little 4 on the floor on here so that there's no dead silence. actually get a little annoying, huh? Let's we won't put it on too long. Okay, the last thing I'll do on this Peter track is find a good syntax. A good syntax voice. Actually, oh yeah, I could do it on the plugin. I actually mislabeled it. It's syntax 6. Now the syntax is monophonic, so I'll have to find something that for this lead. Yeah, let's just use this. Tweak it a little bit. We can also change it up in the middle, but maybe add some delay. All right, acid is pretty straightforward. I think I'm just gonna use my trusty TD3MO. Although my favorite 303 device is the Cyclone Analogic TT303. It's just not plugged in right now. And I like the modified knobs and sounds I can get from the MO. And it's not playing. Okay, so I've been having some issues with Touch OSC, and I've lost connection for some reason. So nothing on my touchpad works. Now, let me see. I think I actually have to force quit. Change the black hole. I've never had this until I started using the Eventide plugins. I'm not saying that that's the reason why, but I'm going to take that off and see if maybe that would help. just use a plate reverb. All right. Again, lock the wet dry, and let's just see how this. Oh, yeah, nothing works right now. So. Change up this bass line because my touch OSC isn't working. Let's put it back on. For my upcoming performance, I don't think I can use this. I don't think I can use Touch OSC because that would suck. Let's see. It would suck to lose all of my faders and effects. Let's see. Yeah, still nothing. I might have to... Okay, yeah, so looks like I just have to, it's working now. But yeah, I don't want to have to. Yeah, now it says I have 2 USB connections. I'm going to have to experiment with this before I hit the road, but okay. And let's see if it is the Eventide that's doing something funny to Touch OSC. I don't know. Okay, and yeah, the acid line is just its own thing. Also have 2 analog tracks and a digital track from the Syntax on the Wolf as well. So let's do a little bit of sound design. I actually like this one, which is the digital track. Go-to. It's actually called Epic Acid, and it's a great 1 oscillator emulation of a 303. Okay. All right. I think I'm all set up. Oh, let me find one last effect, which is my send for return track C, where I'm using Portal. And I will just use it on my voice. That seems to be the easiest way to listen to see how this XY pad in Portal will affect other sounds. All right, let's look at the guitar and keys. I'm just gonna go through some of these presets, and we'll see reverse fuzz. That's interesting. Flutter octaves and fuzzy lights. Fuzzy lights. It's like a delay, and we can change some of these. And offset and count and scale. Okay, this is getting a little crazy. All right, let me get back to the presets. Stretch and smear. Trembling time. Trembling time. Oh, let's reverse this too. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so let's see how this sounds on our track. Okay, cool. So,
It's kind of a sound from our is
The map.
Flop down on the map, which is a cross between a sack of cement and...
okay. I think I'm ready to start, but you know what? I'm gonna eat some lunch first, and maybe at noon my time, so at the top of the hour, in about 15 minutes, I will start the Wunderfish Show with these sounds. Thanks for coming by, and I hope you found it at least somewhat interesting, and I'll see you in 15 minutes. Bye. Oh wait, I have to sound more dramatic than that. Bye.